Hey guys, it's Bama Mobs here, and another episode of Fitness with Bama Mobs. Doing this in the workout. Sorry about the jiggle in the video, but as most of you probably know, when you're walking, it's hard to help it. Anyway, we're gonna try to get in a 10K walk today, maybe a little bit over. Started here right at 2 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon, looking at finishing up right at 4 p.m. and just talking a little bit about where you walk at. Again, we're transitioning into fall. It might be 80 degrees today here in North Alabama today. Hurricane Francine has moved on out. But yeah, you want to change up your places you walk a little bit. You know, you want to get some variety. You know, you want to see some nature. You know, you have to be on asphalt. You know, you can be on a trail. No, hiking is walking by definition. Nothing wrong with that. You know, get your time in, get your mileage in, and just do what you're supposed to do every day. But I like this area here. Now this hill right here I'm going down, I usually do hill repeats. Of course, on video it's really hard to tell grade. But you know, turn around here for a second. That's a pretty good grade there going up that hill. So back during the summer in the 110 degree heat index, I do about 10 repeats on that. Always check out my videos at Bama Mobs, Fitness with Bama Mobs on YouTube. Just type in Bama Mobs YouTube, it should take you right there. And it's not just fitness, football, travel. I got a lot of room reviews, hotels that we've been to in the Southeast, if you need that for your trip planning. Yeah, so that's the goal today. Get a 10K, keep up a good strong pace, and as you've seen on a couple of my more recent videos, probably the last time I speak about this, but when you're transitioning from summer to fall, it is so difficult for everybody. Back to school, you know, if you don't have kids in school, you start reminiscing about college and you go to a tailgate and maybe overeat a little bit, start getting more carbs in your diet, and the carbs taste good, the free sugars taste good. Then before you know it, there's a holiday party, and then an NFL watch party, and then there's like 2 or 3 Halloween events you have to go to. And before you know it, you have gained back all the weight that you lost over the summer. Or more importantly, forget about weight. You've lost all the fitness gains that you gained over the summer. So my advice is don't give it up. Be reasonable. You don't have to be a prude at parties. You know, have the vegetables, the apple slices. You know, if you want a piece, a small 1-inch, possibly 2-inch square piece of cake, knock yourself out. Otherwise, be aware of what you're doing. So when you step on the scale in a couple of days, you're like, how did I gain 3 pounds in 5 days? Well, it's because you tanked your diet. The walking is just a piece of it. I've mentioned this on my previous videos. As always, subscribe to my channel, leave a like. But the great Craig Capurso, I did his program back in 2014. Now, his program was more of a weightlifting program, but I never forget the best piece of advice he gave out. You know, he's like, hey, you know, you're working out 1 hour a day intensely, but it's not really about that. It's not about that 1 hour a day. It's what are you doing the other 23 hours of the day? And several of his tenets were, of course, your diet has to be spot on. You have to really cut those free sugars, useless carbohydrates out of your diet. It doesn't mean go no carb. You know, the whole keto thing is debatable. All these dietary gurus are debatable. Which I'll go back to this. Don't listen to random gurus on YouTube. Do your own research, test things, and see how they worked out for you. Another person that I follow, personally, is the bodybuilder Jay Cutler. Because he preaches that too. He's like, yeah, this worked for me, dietary-wise, but it may not work for you. You have to experiment and see, you know, what foods cause you to bloat, what foods don't, what foods make you gain 1 pound in one day, what foods help you burn 1 pound in one day. So you have to do your own experiment on that. But yeah, going into the fall, it's easy to get off track, and you've got to dig your heels in and just don't let that happen. As far as my workouts, yeah, I'm gonna start blending back into Planet Fitness. If you go back to my original video that I started back in April of 2024, that's where I sort of dug my heels in the sand. I was weighing 220, 225. Started walking every day, changed up my dietary program, and got some results out of that. But we're not finished. You know, that's the reason I sort of call my channel like real life. Because did I lose a bunch of weight in 1 month? No. I'm still struggling. So I weighed 220, 225, somewhere in there. And I'm coming in at 208. But I've been plateaued at 208, at least for about 60 days. So I have to figure out different things to do for my program. Which, coming here in September, I was lifting a ton of weights going into my change in April. You know, real big chest, big back, big bumpus, everything covered by a solid layer of fat. But I feel much better now. Feel a lot lighter. So going back into Planet Fitness, yeah, I'm just gonna be doing reps of 15 to 20 and really not gonna be trying to put any strain on my joints. Definitely not looking to get thicker whatsoever. But I do desire that afterburn you get after a weight workout. I think that'll be enough to jumpstart me to get on down to, I would like to hit 199. What time period, I don't know. You'll look at some of the other videos and you'll probably laugh. You'll be like, hey, Bama Mobs, 2 videos ago, you said you're gonna walk every day for a week and he's gonna be down to 199 on Monday. Yeah, I was a little bit more hyped that day. I was pumped up. But yeah, reality sank in and work schedule and all that. Am I making excuses? Probably. But at least I'm keeping it honest. That's one thing you find on my channel. It's gonna be honest, nothing made up, free form. And as you can tell, I really don't edit videos. Anyway, I'm coming back down here into the main portion of town now. Got through that little wooded area. Coming up on about 2 miles. Got 4 to go. Maybe 4.5. However much I can get in 2 hours. So y'all have a great Sunday. Get ready for the work week, although I know a lot of y'all are working on the weekends. Packing up right now, getting ready to go into the job a bit. You're an evening shift or night shift worker. And personally, I'm evenings. So that's the reason I end up walking in the middle of the day. Sort of like my morning when I first get up. You know, it's just something I got to do. And I know I have to do it. And I'll leave you with this. It's another person you can follow on YouTube that personally I respect. There's a company called Bear Nutrition Products, I think. Bear spelled B-A-R-E. He was an Army Ranger, and he set up his own nutrition company out in Dallas, Texas. He's a hybrid athlete. You know, he's a big-time weightlifter, but he does marathons also. And that was one of his things. One of his tenets is Ambulance coming. Let me get over here. Yeah, Bear Nutrition. Yeah, one of his tenants, because he's a morning person, dude. I mean, he's like up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he goes gets his workout in. But as he says, his workouts are non-negotiables. Yeah, and it's not his wife or other pressing issues in his life, even though he runs his own company and has a wife, kid, same things that you got. But his workout is a non-negotiable. In other words, when he gets up in the morning, no matter what, it's happening. I mean, that's the first thing out the gate is the workout. We're going to the workout. We're going to put the miles in. If I feel good, great. Not good, and even if I'm telling myself I'm not doing it, he still does it. Now, that's probably part of the Ranger built into him, but you don't have to be an Army Ranger to have that mental mindset of your workout, your daily walk, your daily calisthenics, whatever it is fitness-wise that you're able to do, it's non-negotiable. So keep up that strong work that you're doing already. I know all y'all out there making strong progress. Keep it up. I want to sign out now. I want to build up my pace a little bit here. Y'all have a great Sunday afternoon. This is Bama Mob signing out. As always, subscribe, leave me a like. Much appreciated.